Okay, Trina.
Okay, first of all, welcome to this Zoom live party. And this is our first, and so we are anxious to hear some feedback on how you like this format. We want to thank you for being here. We want to thank you for putting your trust in us to share with you some information that has been just life-changing for all of us. Now, speaking of life-changing, we all know there is a horrible, horrible situation in South Texas and in South Louisiana with the hurricane and the victims and the people that are just going through this horrible ordeal. And we wanted to make sure that you understood that we truly care. Each of us are reaching out to people. We have ambassadors. That's what we're called in Plexus, is ambassadors. And we have ambassadors in those areas. And we have been in contact with them and trying to do our share to help. What is amazing for me to be able to share with you is that our company, our corporation, Plexus Worldwide, just announced that they will match donations given to the hurricane victims. So they have provided us with a link, and if you will just contact the person that invited you to this party, she or he can get you that link, and you can make your donations there, knowing that it will be doubled, matched by the wonderful company Plexus Worldwide. And that's just one of the many, many things Plexus is planning to do to help the hurricane victims. They've already started a task force to go down there and be hands-on in the coming days and coming weeks. So we just wanted to pause for just a minute and remember all of those that have been suffering, have been in the path, and are still in the path of the hurricane to come. So if you'll just pause for just a minute. Okay, now I would really like to welcome you to this party. I am Trila Cook, and I am one of your hostesses for the party. There are actually 4 of us, but we are excited to share some products with you that have just been absolutely life-changing for us and for thousands of other people. And also about the wonderful business opportunity that Plexus Worldwide offers. The income potential is unlimited. I mean, it is just amazing, and we'll talk more about that. So I want you to listen, get comfortable, listen. If you have any questions, if you're on Zoom, there's a chat box. You can send us your questions that way. Or you can just get back with the person who invited you and ask them. If we have time, we'll do a question and answer after the party ends. If you would mute your phones and your cameras, that would help us not have so much feedback. And we appreciate y'all being here. Okay, make sure that you stay until the very end, because we're going to have some prizes. We're going to give away some prizes. So be sure to stay in for that. Okay, so let's get started. You know me, I'm Trila Cook. Siri, you want to start the video, the PowerPoint?
Y'all don't see it?
I don't. Do y'all see it? Hang on.
Hold on, sorry. Okay, now do you see it?
Yeah, okay, now we do. Okay, this is, these are your hostesses. We have Terry Davis from Texas. She is a Ruby ambassador. We have Susan Schaffner from Louisiana. She is a Gold ambassador. We have Ashley Sherrard, who is a Silver ambassador and is in Southern Indiana. And then I am Trila Cook, and I am from Arkansas. So you can tell our team spans across 4 different states. Actually, our team spans the entire continental United States. I don't think we have anyone in Hawaii anymore. I did, but I don't anymore. So we each have so much that we wanted to talk to you about Plexus, to share, and the ways that it's impacted our lives, and we're excited to get started. So I'm going to start off with Terry, who's going to talk to us about the business side.
Well, hey, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. I'm happy to have you here. And I wanted to share some things with you. Plexus is a health and happiness business that began in 2008 with just 2 products. The Plexus Slim, which is our pink drink that was actually created to help level out the blood sugar for type 2 diabetics, and a breast check kit to help detect lumps while doing self-exams. Since then, we've expanded our product line to 17 products, focusing mostly on being healthy from the inside out. This company is financially stable. We are backed by Morgan & Stanley. We're debt-free. We have opened a big new office, and you can see that in Phoenix, Arizona. We also just opened another distribution center on the East Coast so that people will get their packages faster. So we're here to stay. This business is here to stay. So we wanted to share with you, this is the 10 levels that we have in the Plexus business. And each level provides incentives, bonuses, and prizes. So I just want you to check that out for just a second. And we want, if you join our team, our goal is to help you get to the very top. This graphic helps us see lots of great things the compensation plan provides, but it doesn't tell it all. In fact, Plexus pays 11 different ways, and as often as 5 times a month. There are 2 ways to earn these payments: product sales and team building. For each product that you sell, you receive a point value on which you earn up to 25% commission on the products that you've sold. There are also preferred bonuses. These products are consumable, so customers order this each month. So you're earning your commission each month, and you earn bonuses each month that they place an order. So the compensation plan is amazing. It's probably the best in the direct selling industry. The other way to make money is through team building, and that's when you build a team of ambassadors underneath you. And from them, you also earn a commission. You can earn pay points, bonuses, and once you reach Emerald, you start to receive payments from the profit sharing. And the total profit sharing you can earn from the entire company is at 5%. So although Plexus does not guarantee any income, as it depends on each individual person's efforts, just look at these monthly pay that are the averages for each level. And I can tell you, I'm a Ruby ambassador, and that is pretty much exactly where I'm close to making that every single month. So you can see, even as just a silver ambassador, which means you have 3 on your team, it's pretty significant if you're working your business. So let's hear from some other experts about what they like about the business. Ashley?
Well, I love the fact that I don't have to have parties in my house. I'm a single mom, and I have 3 kids, and my house is never party ready. So I'm glad that I don't have to have parties. I'm glad that I don't have to try to keep track of inventory for all of those same reasons, because I'm a single mom with 3 kids. So I don't have to keep products in my house. Plexus ships right straight from the distribution centers. I don't have to meet a monthly quota. I don't have to deliver things. I'm my own boss, but I have all of these lovely ladies who support me on my journey. So I couldn't be any happier with all the wonderful things about Plexus.
Awesome. Susan, you want to share how you feel about it?
Well, as Ashley said, the support is phenomenal. and we are one big Plexus team and support each other. One of the things I like and have enjoyed so much in the short time I've been doing it is the relationships and the friendships, not only with people that I'm meeting through the journey that I've never known before, but renewing relationships and renewing friendships with people and just working together to get healthy. And one of the really cool things was my first month, I immediately started making money, and I would just, get an email from the company saying, we put this money in your account, and up to 5 times a month I get those emails, and that's really exciting to me.
Awesome. Hey, Trila, what about you?
Well, for me, I think it was the low startup fee. This is a business. When you decide to join Plexus and work it as a business, it's a business, and you get like tax write-offs and all of that. But to be able to start your own business for $34.95, that's amazing. It's amazing. And like Susan said, you make money. If you work it, the turnaround on your investment, if you will, is like it's nothing. And basically, to be qualified each month, you just order the products for you and your family. And it's almost a no-brainer because the products are so good. So,
well, speaking of products, no business is worth joining and investing your time if the products don't work. Well, our products do work, and now we have clinical trials to back it up. So let's hear about a few products. But before we go any further, I just want to make sure that we do our little disclaimer. It was at the beginning, and I don't think you saw it. Plexus does not claim to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. But we do have some amazing stories to share, from weight loss to pain relief to getting off medications and just feeling like we were 20 years younger. So let's hear a few stories about that. Trila, we're going to let you go first because I think yours is so significant.
Well, my story is really my daughter Laura's story. Laura is 30 years old, and she was born with only 1/3 of an immune system. So as you can imagine, we have spent all of those years basically trying to keep her alive, trying to keep her from not getting one illness to the next. Because of all those illnesses, she was on medication nonstop. In fact, I don't think she was off of an antibiotic for longer than 2 months for 27 years of her life. What I learned out, what I discovered was the side effect of those medicines cause autoimmune issues. And the more I researched this, the more I have learned that all of her issues, such as multiple sclerosis, brain swellings, thrombocytopenia, which is low platelets, the Pseudomonas in her lungs, just everything that she has, the autism, everything, is really from all of the medications that she had to be on to basically stay alive. And I tried, Laura's been on probiotics since she was 18 months of age. And like I said, she's 30. So we're not new to probiotics. And I tried Plexus to lose some weight, and I did. But then I joined, and I saw that they had a probiotic, and I thought, okay, I'm going to try it. We tried all these others, might as well try this. Within 4 days, it was a game changer. Oh my gosh, guys, Laura has never been able to stay out of the hospital for lengthy stays longer than just 2 or 3 months, maybe 4 months. Maybe 4 months was the longest. She has been hospital free going on 4 years. And all we have done is put her on Plexus products, kept her hydrated, and done some dietary changes. It's amazing.
That is, that's just to know that it has changed her life so much, and I've watched her change too throughout the past couple of years, and it has been joyful to see those changes. Well, let's hear from Ashley, and let me tell you a little bit about Ashley. Ashley's a minister, a widow, and she's got 3 girls. So y'all listen to her story.
So, yes, so I'm a full-time pastor, and my husband died very unexpectedly 13 months ago, left me with three little girls. And anxiety has always been an issue in my life, but when he died, it took over my life. I couldn't go to the grocery store without having a panic attack when I walked in. I could barely leave the house. I could barely get out of bed because I was so anxious about what the future was going to bring for us. And it was Laura's story that got me to ask questions to Trila about Plexus. And I started on the Slim in May. Well, I started Triplex in May, and I haven't had a panic attack since. And, grief is grief, and I accept that grief is grief. But because I was able to get the underlying anxiety problem taken care of, which was coming from my gut, which was coming from my poor gut health, I was able to work through my grief. And my girls and I just moved halfway across the country by ourselves for me to take a job. And I credit a lot of that to Triplex and other Plexus products because I was able to get the anxiety out of my way so I could start living the very best life I could for myself and these three little girls who now completely rely on me. So that's my story.
And that's amazing. And I do think that there's so many people out there that anxiety does paralyze them and do not really want to go on medications. And this is a way that you can relieve some anxiety naturally. Well, I was going to talk about a little what happens to the more mature ladies. And so what happened to me is I got older, and of course I gained weight, and I developed reflux, horrible heartburn. I took 2 Prilosec a day and was just stinking miserable. Couldn't eat what I really wanted to eat, but still ate stuff that I felt miserable. And then I'm sure some of you more mature ladies know, then you have to prop yourself up at night because you can't sleep and you're popping Tums. And, acid reflux is a sign of dysbiosis in your gut. So if you get your gut healthy, that goes away. I can't remember the last time I had a Prilosec. So saving some dough on Prilosec. The other thing that I developed as an older woman was adult onset asthma. I had never had asthma before in my life, and then I find myself carrying around an inhaler, holding my breath around cigarette smokers, and avoiding campfires and anything that I thought would cause me to have an asthma attack. And since I've been on the Triplex, I also would have bronchitis, sinus infection, and ear infection twice a year, to where I'd go in and bring home 6 medications and miss 4 or 5 days of work. And since I've been on the Triplex, 0. So if you are an older woman, I'm telling you, this is for any age, but this will definitely keep you off of a lot of OTCs. And that was huge for me. And I got rid of my asthma. So let's hear a little bit from Susan. I want to hear what she has to say.
Well, I am the elder woman of the bunch. So thank you, Terry. But yes, there are a lot of issues that develop as we change our path in life. And as I was getting older and changing careers and working on different degrees and things, I started putting on more weight. And then as I retired, that weight kept going up and up. And one of the things that I have found with Plexus, I started back in October, thanks to Trila. And I had friends, different friends that have been, talking to me about various diets and just didn't really want to get in on any of those. I didn't want to do a diet. And so what Plexus has helped me with is to be able to stabilize my blood sugar and to lose the weight, to not have the cravings for the Coke 6 or 7 times a day, and to not want the carbs. And these are things that just drinking that little packet of Slim in the morning was making such a big difference. And then when I added in, of course, the other products in the Triplex, I lost almost 30 pounds within 4 months last year. In fact, Angie and I were just looking at some pictures, and I'm going, did I really look like that? So it's remarkable. I didn't make a big lifestyle change other than to start getting healthy and learning more about gut health, and Plexus has helped me with that. The other big thing that's helped me is with the energy. I have 12 grandchildren, and to not be able to have the energy when they come to visit to really run and play and do those kinds of things was just very upsetting. And now I have energy to go to the zoo when it's 90-something degrees, or to have, pillow fights and tickle fights and those kinds of things that really add to quality of life. So Plexus has given me all of those things.
Wow, I think that's incredible. Well, it all goes back to the gut. So we're going to let Ashley share some information about gut health and what Plexus is really all about. Ashley?
Did we lose her?
Do you want to go ahead and take this, Trila? It looks like we may have lost her.
Sure. Okay. Basically, the new science, relatively new science of neurogastroenterology has linked just about every issue that we have out there, especially autoimmune issues and also inflammation issues, to gut health. 80% of our immune system is in our gut, and over 90% of our serotonin levels are created in our gut, and that's the feel good, happy hormone. So it is extremely important that we take care of our gut. Now, when we are born with a host of microbes, and they're good microbes, they're good things, and they're good bugs, if you want to call them that. And our body needs those. Now, along with those good bugs are some bad bugs. For example, Candida yeast. God puts Candida yeast in our bodies to decompose us when we die. That's what it's there for. It has to be there. But if Candida is allowed to just take over, then you can imagine what happens. Yep, you begin to die prematurely from the inside out. And that's what was happening to my daughter. And so this is not just a fly by the seat of the pants kind of new craziness about taking care of your gut. This is really true. And what we have to do is put good bugs back in us. And the good bugs that we say, that we call those probiotics. And so what we have in Plexus is basically a 4-step program. The first step is we weed it. We want to get rid of those bad bugs. We want to put a damper on the bad bugs that have been allowed to enter our system through so many things, through processed foods, through chemicals, through additives, through preservatives, to medicines, even over the counter, especially over the counter medicines. Okay, and those 2 products that we use to do that are ProBio 5 and BioCleanse. The ProBio 5 is a probiotic, enzyme, antifungal blend. There's none like it on the market, I can guarantee you. It's what helped save my daughter's life. The next step is to seed. You replenish. You put the good, more good in you. And so with the Vital Biome, we are putting in mega doses of huge vital probiotic strands. And why do we need so many strands? Because we've got so many bad strands of bad bugs. And so we've got to be specific and target all of them. The next step is to feed those bugs, those good bugs that we put in. And that's where our Slim comes in. Our Slim, which is a wonderful product to help, in my opinion, to help your body's levels become stable the way God wants them to be, created them to be. But it also now contains a prebiotic. And a prebiotic is nothing more than just Miracle-Gro for the probiotics. It's going to allow those good seeds that we put back in to get stronger and build up and really do the job that they need to do. And then we need to protect. We need to reduce harmful compounds. We need to think about our diet and changing some of our diet things. And we need those polyphenols to help us reduce those compounds in our gut. Now, polyphenols are a vital component that you cannot find in many products. Our X Factor Plus contains those. It also contains vitamin K, which is one of the most important vitamins that's lacking in so many Americans' life. So this is Plexus's answer to poor gut health, and we all can attest to how marvelous this program is.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about a few other products that we have. Susan, you want to share a little bit?
Sure, I'd love to. One of my favorite products is actually the Edge, and Edge has helped me be able to refocus as I go through my day. Edge is something that helps you have sustained energy, and I alluded to that a little while ago, how I did not have much energy in the past, and it helped sharpen my thinking as I go throughout my day. Being retired, one of the things I found when I first retired was it was hard to have a focus and to keep going without straying from things that just would come into my path because I didn't have a schedule I was having to keep. And so Edge has really helped me to be able to focus and do the things I need to do when I need to do them, and to have the energy to do that by enhancing my concentration and my focus. And along with that, another wonderful side effect is it improves your mood. So who doesn't want to be in a good mood? So Edge is a wonderful thing. And of course, it's all natural products. It's replaced some of those harmful energy drinks that people have been drinking that are so bad for you. It's just a good product to have. Another one of my very favorite products that Plexus has is the Block, because I'll be the first one to tell you that I don't always eat healthy. I don't always drink the things I need to drink. I'm in a Mardi Gras crew here. We go out to different parties and things from time to time, and I will take my Block before I go or when I get there, and it's going to block the absorption of up to half of those harmful sugars and carbs that I shouldn't be eating or drinking. I don't take Block every day because hopefully I'm eating healthier than I don't need it every day. But just last night we went to dinner and my husband said as we were leaving, "Did you remember your Block?" So Block is a really good tool when you know you're going to be eating or drinking something you shouldn't. It can help you, and again, it's all healthy. Everything is natural, and it's healthy products for you, and it really has great benefits. The third product I'd like to mention is the Plexus Nerve. And thank goodness I don't suffer from any nerve diseases and things like fibromyalgia, plantar fasciitis, but I have family and good friends who do. And they will not be without their nerve. Nerve helps block the pain, the receptors of your nerve receptors, and it just helps to relieve that discomfort that you can sometimes get from things that affect your nerves. And so it's a proven supplement. There are clinical studies and trials that have proven it is effective, but there are testimonials of many, many people who also go with those, and people that we know and love who can tell you that Nerve actually does do what it says it will do.
Well, thanks, Susan. So I'm going to talk for just a minute about these products. Plexus is not a meal replacement, but we do have our Plexus 96, and I love this shake, and I throw it in the blender with some coconut milk, some ice, and some frozen fruit, and it is a meal replacement for me. And if you need a snack in the evening, there's all kinds of recipes that you can make with the Plexus 96. We've got a popcorn recipe, all kinds of great things. So I love that product. I'm going to talk about the Boost next. The Boost is, I typically recommend this for people that are big workout people because it's a thermogenic and it works from the inside out. So if you're sitting at your desk all day, I don't like it as much, but if I'm up and moving, it's a great energy burst, helps you with energy, and it burns body fat. The Ease, well, let me just tell you, we are burning up the bottles of Ease at our house. My husband has an injury from a car accident, and he was taking quite a bit of hard narcotics to ease his pain. And I will say that with the ease, we've been able to reduce his consumption of those narcotics significantly. Our goal is to get him goal-free or completely off of those prescriptions, and he's working on that. We also are seeing a lot of people that are taking the ease for inflammation, and not so much because they've got a pain, but because they do have some inflammation in their body, and they're taking the ease, and it's helping with the reducing the puffy look and the swollen look in their faces and their joints. Now, I'm a big accelerator girl. I love the accelerator. I love the energy. I take 2 accelerator a day. I take 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and it is, well, besides the triplex, it's my favorite product. So you guys just think about what would work best for you and an energy level. If you're sitting at your desk all day, you may want to stay away from the boost. The accelerator's great. If you're a hardcore workout person, or if you're just starting a workout program, you may want to take a look at the boost. Okay, Trila?
And I wanted to share about these 2 products because they're very dear to me. As a breast cancer survivor, it's very important to me that I continue to do the self-exam on my 1 remaining breast, and to get other people to check theirs regularly. Plexus has created, and this was really one of the first products. These 2 products were one of the first products with the Slim. And Plexus created this breast check kit, and it's a gel little pad that you put over your breast, and as you do your exams, it intensifies your sensory receptors in your fingertips, and you can actually really feel lumps much greater. And it's amazing. Every time I show somebody this, like using salt, they're like, oh my gosh, you really can. So it's just an absolutely great product. And October is coming up, and that's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And that is also oftentimes they run a special on these. So stick around. You might be able to get a really good deal on those, but they're not expensive at all, and they last for a year. The next one is the body cream. Now, the body cream originally was called the breast cream, and it was because it was created for breast cancer patients who had been through radiation. My daughter had to go through horrible radiation from skin cancer in a very private area, and it was awful. The burning was just awful. They gave her all sorts of prescription medicine, Silverdene and all other things. And do y'all know that the body cream worked the best? The body cream gave her more relief and helped her skin better than anything that they gave from the cancer center. The active ingredient in the body cream is activated charcoal. Activated charcoal is now being advertised by many beauty and I don't know what you call them, beauty and consultants and stuff, as the newest and best detox system for your skin. And our body cream can be used everywhere on your body, even your hair, as a wonderful leave-in conditioner. So it's an amazing product to try.
Okay, Susan, who needs Plexus?
Well, maybe the better question is, who doesn't need Plexus? As you can see from the screen, these are all people who are Plexus users. We've got new parents, college students, bodybuilders, health coaches, Olympians, professional athletes, stay-at-home moms, retired moms, all of us. The question is, how do you get started on Plexus? And let's look at the options. There are different options. There are ambassador options. What you need to do before you really take that step is decide just which products you need to order first. Sure, we'd love to see you try every product, but you don't need every product, especially right at the beginning. So think seriously about which products you think you need, and listen to what the information you've been given and find out which ones that will really suit your specific needs first. then take a few minutes and jot down names of friends or family members who you know could use the product and different products they might be willing to try. Do you have a lot of them that you've written down? And maybe you need to think about just doing more than ordering yourself. Maybe you need to think about signing as an ambassador, which you'll hear more about in a little bit. But the next step you need to do is to get back with the person who invited you to listen and be a part of this Zoom meeting, and listen to what they have to say about how you can meet your needs by becoming part of the Plexus family too.
Awesome. So is it expensive? Well, no. Trila told us at the very beginning that it's only $34.95 to join. And so you pay like your membership fee if you want to be an ambassador. We have 3 different ways to buy. First is our retail. It's a one-time order, and it is our most expensive. So I always try to lead people to go preferred, because who doesn't want to save money? There's no minimum order, and everything has a 60-day money-back guarantee. Our second option is the preferred option. That is our auto shipment, and that also has a no minimum order. And it's got an exclusive discount, and on your 4th order, the price drops again 10%. So I always suggest people start with the preferred. Then what I did, and I didn't start with the preferred because nobody told me that that's what I should do. I started with retail, fell madly in love with all the products, and then I wanted to get it the cheapest I could. I knew that I was committed to this, and I knew that I was going to purchase more than $100 in product every month. So I signed up as a personal use ambassador. Wasn't going to sell it. But that whole thing changed. And so we just want you to take a look at what is the best program for you. What would work best for you and your life? Trila?
Well, I want to thank y'all, everybody, for being on tonight with us, and especially the hostesses that were with us, Terry and Susan and Ashley. And I hope that you learned a lot. I'm hoping that you will consider joining us. We are a community. We are a team that works closely together. You are not in this alone. This is a business that you can join and start right away, because you don't have to know everything. All you have to do is to know who to get in touch with. And we take over, and we will help you until you feel comfortable with all the information yourself. Okay, we do have a giveaway for tonight. I don't know how we're going to do this.
I'll tell you what, let's do this, Trila. Let's, Ashley, were you able to, I know you dropped off for a second. Ashley, were you able to pull the names to do the drawing?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Ashley?
Do we want to separate ambassadors, or we just want to include everybody?
Separate, just do guests.
Okay, so I need to know who the guests are.
Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let me see. I don't know if I can see everybody.
If they're not currently an ambassador, can they just hit their little raised hand button?
So I think Kristen, Jonette, and Linda, those 3.
Krista, Jonette, and Linda.
Yes.
All right.
So we'll do a little quick drawing.
Yay! What are we giving away?
We have a grab bag of Plexus products. We have a 7-day trial, which is $25 value. We've got some body cream. We've got some ease cream, and whatever else we can find.
So a grab bag. Cool.
All right. So y'all, this is extra special because it is in my communion bowl that was on my desk.
Very blessed.
So it's blessed. It's holy. Whoever wins this, your Plexus business, if you choose to start one, is starting out in Jesus's good hands. So here we go. And the winner is Kristen.
Yay, Kristen! Okay, Trilla, you want to bring us home and close us out?
Well, I definitely hope that you had as much fun as we did with this. And if you liked this, we wanted to invite you to some more of our events. In fact, on September the 7th, we are going to host a football party. It'll be in a little bit different format, I think. And but we're going to have fun. We're going to play some games that all kind of will bring us back around and get us in the football spirit, and have some more drawings and share some more wonderful, awesome stories. So we hope you'll join us. Reach out to the person who invited you, and they can get you hooked up with an invite to the September 7th party. And again, we hope that you've learned some valuable information. Remember to give to the hurricane victims, those that are really suffering. If you want to give through Plexus so that Plexus will match your donation, get with the ambassador who invited you, and we'll get you that link. Thanks, guys. Good night.